Hi, Video Diary. A couple of days ago, Marie and I attended the Huntington's Disease Association AGM and Family Conference. It's an annual meeting of our HDA group here in the UK, and it was great, very interesting. Lots of great sessions. Um, it was fantastic to meet some old and new friends, people from the HD community that Marie and I have connected with over in the past over social media, um, or such like. So that was really good. So it's great to put some faces to names finally, meeting people in the flesh. Um, One of the most interesting things for me from the AGM was a session by Dr. Ed Wild talking about sort of current HD research. In particular, there are Ed talked about five trials, five new clinical trials that are expected to start next year for Huntington's disease treatments. So he referred to it as we're entering a new era of HD research where sort of work over the previous 20 years since the HD gene was identified have finally come into fruition. That's the combination of sort of technologies such as gene silencing or Huntington lowering, um, and various sort of candidate drugs such as antisense oligonucleotides, or the PDE inhibitors, are sort of are at the point now where they're ready to test in people. Plus, we now, the previous few years of identifying reliable, repeatable biomarkers for Huntington's disease, that through the sort of registry, for the track registry and similar sorts of programs. And that's again now that's a key requirement of being able to do clinical trials is having those kind of biomarkers so that you can test the effect of any potential drugs. So we're at that point now where we can actually start testing these things in people. So it's really fantastic news actually, and perhaps the most encouraging thing I've heard in a long time. Um, Absolutely brilliant. So I'm sure Ed's latest talk will be available online at some point. I'm sure Ed will no doubt be at HD Buzz and Ed Wilder the place to go to find out the latest on these things. But yeah, five new clinical trials starting in humans, looking at Huntington's disease treatments and candidate drugs. So great news. Um, there was another brilliant session by Jimmy Pollard, called Hurry Up and Wait, which was fascinating actually. He did something very interesting. He did some things that people in the room could try to try and simulate some of HD's symptoms, particularly the cognitive symptoms. And he had some little tasks that help people, try to help people understand some HD symptoms, like the sort of slowed down thinking, doing things very slowly. Yeah, it was great actually. It was very useful. So overall, the whole day was great. I think the event runs for a weekend actually. We only went for the day, but there are sort of workshops and things on the days before and after that sort of day we went down. And I think next year we're planning on attending more than just the day. But yeah, so overall that was great. And once again, yes, if anybody happens to be watching this, who went to the AG meeting and managed to meet them in person, that's great. So I just wanted to say hello. um, yeah,